Okay, welcome back everyone to another video. Uh, Again, we're going to do another POV demo review. This time we're going to look at JACKZ from G2 in their win over Heroic at the Flashpoint 3. And while the title of this video is a little bit a meme, it's almost 50% not a meme because one thing I've noticed since bringing JACKZ back and kicking Kenny is that instead of Nico that being like taking all the focus on the AWP now, it's really the fact that JACKZ is back in the roster and being super reliable, super solid, and really bringing back kind of the identity and the G2 playstyle. Like really, all the pieces now make sense in the roster. I think I've spoken before about how um, it was like there was too much put on really Amanek. Um, when you kick a entry fragger in JACKZ and you replace it with a lurk like Nico, a star player who's supposed to be closing the rounds, going to have the AWP sometimes on T side. It really kind of throws the balance of the roster. And as you can see, he didn't really perform overall that well, but I thought he had a really impressive map series, and especially on Inferno, we're going to look at his T side, 12 and 8, and I think they went 10-5 on they got 10 T rounds on their T side, and I think JACKZ is a huge part of how Wales so successful. So we'll just hop into the game, and we've got the Half-Life Advanced Effects POV mod going again, and this is this is really the like the reason why we have this mod. It's to watch entry fraggers and stuff, because we're just going to see their pure aim running in first and see what they see in the round. Bang, straight away. Crisp headshot. Tessa's dead. And it almost, just to continue what I was saying in the intro, almost like signals to me that the people running the team kind of, they don't really understand it too well. Like, okay, we're gonna run in here, spam, spam, spam. See one new box, hear one coffin. And yeah, of course, if you have an opportunity to get Nico, you get Nico. Like he's a phenomenal talent. The best rifler in Counter-Strike. Um, yeah, you get him. Like he obviously he's gonna make your team better just by putting him in the roster. But when they had that period of, was it going to be Amanek? Was it going to be JACKZ? I mean, they tried it with JACKZ, and then it didn't really go too well, so they switched to with Amanek and Kenny. And like these JACKZ is your hard entry, and Amanek is your real. He's also going to be creating space lots of the rounds with his Mach 10. But he's also kind of a support player. Someone that's going to throw the utility, watch the flanks. Has some rounds where he likes to lurk. Like, I understand that these players are versatile and they can learn new roles. But when you have a player that's so good at one certain thing, it doesn't really make sense to get them to change. Obviously, you want them to be learning new things all the time, improving, but to change their entire role and what they've been so good at for what they do, like how they got so good to be in consideration to join the team. And that's I guess why people using that same logic, they go, well, you got Nico in as your star rifler and you're going to put him on the AWP. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Okay. Cadian was in that smoke and he just got flashed from Tess's. Tess's is going to catch JACKZ. But that's like, I understand that logic, but and it makes sense. Like, I'm on board with it, but not so much with, like, I think the greater crime is to get to kick your entry frag for that, rather than to put your star rifler onto the AWP, because you. Oh, this is awesome! Watch this. Beautiful flash, both full blind. I remember that from watching the game. Just like 2 easy frags and a free B bomb site. But yeah, putting your star rifler, turning him into an AWP, it's been done before, and giving the best weapon to your best player is not a ridiculous. It's not a ridiculous notion. If you think of Device, he was a rifler, star rifler, before he got converted to the AWP. Obviously, it's going to take a lot of effort to become someone as good as Device, but generally the best players are very hardworking, and that's why they're so good. Simple, another one. Converted to AWPer. Mantu was a rifler before he joined OG. Okay. That's just wow, and he sees all 3 there, so surely. Well, not all, he sees 3 there, and he kills Tess's. That was a kind of mistake on Tess's, not checking his corner there. It's a pretty common place to sit. He was full blind. Likes to molly this top car. It's a pretty common molly. But you can see he's tasked pretty much most rounds to put pressure on Banana here. Take a fight. Pretty much all the time in when you're playing Inferno on the T side, you want either be taking top mid control like they're about to do right now, or you want to be trying to take car control so you can threaten to the B exec, which really means you need one on the site, preferably two on the site. But some teams get away with just one and dropping a smoke and dropping the utility, and then have their teammates rotate in from CT. So Cadian going down at car there, I mean, he gets the info, but he gets no kills, and it really made it very difficult on refresh there to defend. Like what he needed was get the info and just fall back and drop a smoke or any of the utility if he had any. But maybe he didn't even have any util. It wasn't a. I don't think it was a full buy from Heroic. But one thing I mentioned when I did that kind of video essay type video where I explored what the problems were with Astralis in 2021 on Inferno, and one of the things I kept seeing was that Glaive or Zip would get caught at car here, and teams would just flash them and kill them or peek them and they would die without getting any any info. Okay, he sees one close. Ooh. And Cadian whiffs but repeaks and gets him blind. Almost a triple kill, but really good job there. Was very diligent in holding the upstairs run out. Even though Amanek was fighting the Deagle, he just trusted Amanek to win his fight rather than try and support and trade frag potentially. He just committed to his angle watching, so they wouldn't both get shot in the back. But yeah, Inferno CT side, it's pretty difficult, and there's a thin line between. Okay, there was an AWP up there on refresh. Yeah, there's a thin line between playing properly and kind of throwing the round. Like you can lose the site so quick, and with the retakes on this map being so hard, once you lose the site, you feel like you just got to save. You got no chance, especially if they've got the numbers advantage or even numbers. Another double kill entry. The halls popped, ran into the double pit setup, and it's kind of what's Nico doing? 1v3? 1v4? I think he just gets one more, yeah. Yeah, that's kind of a hard counter to that certain strategy, is having two in pit. I guess they were kind of hoping that they were more defending top mid, and they were in arch and short. And he just commits to the full spray. Good job getting one though. Onto Tessa's there. I feel like Tessa's probably should have killed him because he had to adjust. Ooh, that is just... You love to see that. Throwing a smoke like that, it's a pretty common play for players that want to take banana control. I know I see Device doing that, throwing a smoke like that. He doesn't always predict the AWPer to peek in front of it and just headshot him like that, like JACKZ does, but it's definitely a play that is done quite often. You throw your top car molly, or you get your teammate to do that, and then you extinguish it so you can get flashed in and try and get a pick. And my next useful utility episode will be on Inferno and how to take B and how to defend B. I quite liked how my Dust 2 long video turned out, so it will be a similar type video to that. But focusing on Inferno, the B site, taking banana, defending banana, executing onto B and retaking B. So look out for that. That should be out in a few days probably. Well, he was ready for that, but Cadian too quick apparently. Oh my god. There's no way Stown saw him. I think that was just a full luck, full RNG. Sometimes you just die like that though. All you can say is just nice shot and and move on to the next round. I hate that feeling though where you feel like your head is a magnet for every single person's 1D. You can't avoid the deagle bullets. There's like heat seeking to your head. Had some retake car utility that I know G2 Nico likes to use. So when he plays on the B side, you molly and you smoke in front of the half wall or next to the half wall. And the T's really have no choice but to respect it and fall back. Because you're either walking through a smoke and taking molly damage, or you fall back to banana. Not knowing the mini map, I would assume that Heroic have some idea of what's about to happen here. Let's see how it works out for them. Oh, yeah, this is the round where they lost the time. That happened a couple times where they were too slow to get the bomb down. I remember it happened on Nuke, and I think it's already happened once this game, where they didn't leave themselves time enough to plant. They got all the entries, but I think what happened is they dropped the bomb carrier, which was Nexa, I think, or Amanek, I can't remember. And they just didn't, no one realized until it was too late, I guess. Another Halls pop play. Chimney flash. okay movement getting out, but I don't think they win this round. They do a pretty good job of holding it. Amanek gets nothing. Nico dead. And that's the T side, 10-5. 12 frags for JACKZ. Some very impressive frags. And G2 looking very impressive overall in Flashpoint. To have a quick look. Okay, so they're up against Nip, Stralis Mouse, Nip, G2. Two very enticing games, enticing matchups. I think Mouse probably should win this. This one, anyone's guess really. Nico, Hunter, good form. Rez, Device. Yeah, that'll be a good matchup. I can't wait for that one. And then we've got all the lower bracket games over this weekend. Well, anyway, thank you for watching. Leave a like or comment, help the algorithm. And I'll see you in the next video.